Ladies and gentlemen, it's Egal Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Let's hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to talk about today. Before we go any further, I got a video to play for you guys because we just got some breaking news from Arsenal from Arsenal Twitter. Let me show you guys what I mean. It's right here. If you guys watch,
come on, boys.
If you guys watch closely, you see who that is. That is Max Dowman. He will be with the Arsenal first team for the game versus Manchester United. And with all the game of the season versus Manchester United. So that is the first bit of news that I wanted to play for you guys on today's show. Now, we also have some other news, but before we go any further, I just want to say shout out to everybody who's watching. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been supporting the channel a lot, and it has helped everybody. Please do subscribe. Please do hit that like button. It makes the channel so much better. Now, I'm just going to start off by saying, don't listen to everything you see because some of these reports are not 100% true. You got stuff like people floating around fake reports that Ben Jacobs has said Semenyo is very open to joining Arsenal should he leave Bournemouth this summer. And Ben Jacobs said, I haven't mentioned Semenyo and Arsenal for many weeks as a maybe piece. Nothing developed here. And that is, he has a 5-year deal, nothing, he's not leaving. So Ben Jacobs basically putting that to bed saying, what are you talking about, mate? You're chatting shit. Also, we got to talk about some reports flying from Marca. And those reports are that Arsenal have been offered Rodrygo by Real Madrid. And this is what happened. So Real Madrid would consider a swap deal with Arsenal for Rodrygo and Saliba. Of course they would. And you know what even took place? There was a bigger report from Indicala. He's kind of like, people troll him a lot, but he's been getting a lot of stuff right lately. It's kind of weird. Basically, he was the first person to report that this was even happening. He basically said that, here it is. I found it. Let me pull it up. He said that Real Madrid reached out to Arsenal on Wednesday, and you won't believe what they suggested. They wanted to discuss a potential deal involving Rodrygo heading to Arsenal and William Saliba heading the opposite trip to Real Madrid. Arsenal thought and dismissed the idea down immediately and made it clear that they would only consider bringing Rodrygo if it was a straight deal. Arsenal side were shocked, and when the proposal landed, Arsenal stuck to their guns, and it looks like they're not budging on this one. Now, Real Madrid are cheeky. To try to submit a swap deal potential for the two. William Saliba is reportedly going to be signing a new deal. Rodrygo could potentially be leaving for cheap. Why would we ever do a swap deal between Rodrygo and Saliba? And also, why would we then make our biggest strength one of our weaknesses by going and improving our attack? Just doesn't make sense. We're a better team with Saka. We're a better team with Saliba in the team than Rodrygo in the team. That's just me. We'd be a better team with both in the team, but I just don't think we're going to get both. Next, before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. Arsenal are linked to a center back. Yes, Arsenal are linked to the center back. Palmeiras soon to receive a £10 million 10 million euro bid for this gentleman here. I'm going to look into who he is in a second, but before we go any further, I just need to go to the next tweet, because the next tweet was where we actually were linked to him. Reports were about 5 hours ago that Arsenal are interested in signing Palmeiras as center back, and Mikel Arteta has given the green light approval for this deal. Now, if Arsenal are to sign this gentleman, I would think that it would have something to do with the fact that, number one, we have a player leaving. Number two, he's 19. I don't think he's ready to play for us in the first team right away. And number three, he might just be like a throw in the dart prospect. But do you pay 8 million? Do you pay 10 million for just a prospect? I don't know. In today's world, people are paying ridiculous money for transfers. So maybe we're just going to try to flip him. Who knows? But at this moment in time, everything we hear, we got to take it with a little bit of grain of salt. We can't take everything too serious. Moving on to the next thing, we got to speak about a little guy, a magician called Eberechi Eze. Yeah, you know something? The Eze saga seems to be coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the Eze saga seems to be coming to an end. Samuel McBell reported an hour ago that, look at this, Tottenham are accelerating their move to sign Eberechi Eze as a deal with Crystal Palace midfielder is now within reach. You also had Fabrizio Romano report on something earlier today. I can't seem to find it. Where is it? You know, the funny thing is, I'll probably find it quicker if I go on Lee's Twitter, because this guy Lee's always replying to me. Look at that. All his replies today have been about me. But yeah, here's my tweet off the back of Eze. So Eze informed Crystal Palace earlier this week that he has a desire to join Tottenham. And then he also came back earlier today, just a couple minutes ago, reporting that Arsenal, the agreement between Eberechi Eze and Spurs is now on in personal terms, is done since the beginning of the week, and he wants to move to Tottenham. Crystal Palace are in direct talks, and the fee is currently being discussed. So there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the situation right now with Eberechi Eze and the situation with everything going on there. So we're going to have to wait and see how things escalate, where things go from here. In my opinion, Eze to Spurs, he's just another player similar to what they already have. I don't think it's like the end of the world, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't think we're going to now go and get Eze. I think it's gone to the point where we basically said, you guys can go. Oh, we just got an update from Miguel Delaney. Miguel Delaney just gave us an update straight up live on the show. Miguel Delaney, Arsenal would prefer to make a left-sided signing once they have made a sale. That's why they were pushing. They haven't pushed for Eberechi Eze. I think this is PR. This is PR. And you know why I say this? The reason why I say this is because Kieran Maguire, well respected in the Arsenal space, reported on it, and he basically was asked by FK, does Arsenal's financial situation lead us to now having to sell players before we can buy, and will we have any problems financially? You know what Kieran Maguire said? Kieran Maguire basically said no. Let me show you the tweet. This is the tweet right here. Kieran Maguire, Arsenal's fees agreed for a player this summer is coming to 200 million. How much could we realistically spend to avoid PSR issues without selling or terminating? Could we have done Eze's 68 million? Question mark. You know what Kieran says? Easily. Have huge headroom. So that just goes to show you exactly what the club is about. I think it's a situation where, as a fan base, we surely cannot lose our heads. We have to stay straight and just be like, yo, these things happen. It's not the end of the world, really and truly. But at the same time, it is unfortunate. You don't want to lose a player like him. But there's no point of having a meltdown because he's going to think. At the end of the day, we're disappointed, but we will have a plan. The club will have a backup plan, and we just wait and see what that actual backup plan is. Now, before we go any further, I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things about Arsenal. Arsenal is making big headway as an institution. Arsenal is now the 8th biggest brand in football, we are currently ahead of Chelsea and Tottenham. You also go to in England, outside of Liverpool, we have made the most money on basically enterprise value in England. Besides Liverpool, we have the second highest enterprise value. Manchester United are 2 spots below us. Then you go to looking just overall, the club has massively increased its reputation across the world now. And it's a situation where, when it comes to strong football brand, we are fourth. And when it comes to overall, what do you call it, value of the football brand, we are eighth in the world. So it just goes to show you Arsenal's improving, and hopefully the Cronkies can see this and say to themselves, you know what? Now that we see the value of the club increasing, we should start investing more. And also, Arsenal is one of the only clubs in the Premier League that has 100% ownership from one entity. The only other club that has that is Fulham. So Arsenal, it's all on the Cronkies, really. There's no like other majority shareholders. Look at Chelsea; it's split up multiple ways amongst people. In Chelsea, you go to Liverpool, it's split up multiple ways. Man City split up multiple ways. Manchester United split up multiple ways. Spurs split up multiple ways. All the other top 6 teams are split up multiple ways. Arsenal's the only one out of the traditional top 6 that has one owner, and only one of 2 in the Premier League that only have one owner. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. And yeah, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So we covered everything. We covered pretty much all the news. Is there anything new that we need to speak about? If there is, I will let you know. But for now, I want to just say shout out to all you guys. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day off, and we will see what happens from here. Oh, Zinchenko! I forgot to mention Zinchenko. Zinchenko looks like Fenerbahçe are interested in Zinchenko. There might be a deal for Zinchenko on the table very soon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else is just press conference stuff, getting ready for the Man United game. We'll see what happens from here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And also stuff like this, I don't get why people are press conference start the season, balloon, horn, and poem. What? I don't know what the hell they're talking about, but sometimes people will just blame Arteta for everything. Mikel Arteta's press conference ahead of the Manchester United clash started in bizarre fashion. Excuse me?
Nice balloon. Celebrating. I've got a little first question in the form of a new season poem. I'll move that in case the camera can't see. So it's an Arsenal card as well.
What the hell are they talking about? They're moving mad. Anyways, that's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. If we get any more news, I will let you know. But at this moment in time, it just seems like on Arsenal and Eze, it does seem like it's off the table at this point. He's going to become a Spurs player, and we're just going to have to sit back and watch. For now, I'll leave you guys there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love for the love, people. Peace.